Hey-o! Welcome to another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast. I am your host, Mike.
You sure are.
How? Damn it, Brad. With my co-host, Brad. Oh, now you don't say a word.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the way this works.
Well, I mean, it is our friendship that really
Yeah.
sells this podcast, really. And you also may hear Omega Chester Omega Barkington.
Yeah, get his name right.
I'm
God
sorry.
damn it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I often go Omega, and then I often go and say his full name, so I often say Omega Chester. But it's Chester Omega Barkington.
Yes.
But we changed around the setup today, and so you may hear him a lot more whining like a little bitch because you own a bitch dog.
I sure do.
Chester Omega Barkington is a male dog.
Yeah.
But he's a little bitch. But anyway, Brad, what are we doing today?
I believe it's another writing prompt, isn't it?
Yes, we haven't done one in a while, so I figure we should do some writing prompts.
Shut up!
What?
It was resting on the mic.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah.
We'll either go into other people's writing prompts
Okay.
and read what people have written out for that prompt, or we will come up with our own.
Alrighty.
If your improv skills suck.
Which we know they do.
By the way, I was thinking we should improve your improv skills.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Game Grumps do this thing sometimes where they just do like sentences, like you say a word, I say a word, and we just go back and forth. Maybe we should try one right now.
No, we're good.
First,
Time
we
went.
to
Your
fathers
basement.
I don't like where this is going.
No, you don't.
He
Shackled.
a
Badger.
to
The
draft
and
then it's improv. Come on.
It is. Oh. I mean, we'll just go with the first thing that popped in my head. Cut
Open
his
okay. His knapsack
curled,
what?
Yep. comma, curled
Up
in
his
knapsack
and
sung
himself
a lullaby. End scene.
That was horrible.
That was horrible.
That was horrible. Let's do another one.
No.
I did not like where that was going from the get-go after you said what you said.
Basement?
Yeah. Basically, how I had my version I was trying to do, and you had your version you were trying to do. Because I was waiting for, basically where I was trying to get at was that he then threw the giraffe shackle to the honey badger down into a pit, and then threw weapons he opened up the knapsack, threw some weapons in, and they fought to the death. But you went weirdly elsewhere.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah.
Brad, you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
All right. But that was fun.
Yeah.
We should try more of them to improve your improv skills.
Sure.
But
Let's bring in other people.
oh, I thought we were doing.
No.
I thought we were doing another one. Yeah, like Scott would be fun. Scott would throw
God.
some
Yes.
weird stuff into
Yes,
it. Like,
he would.
like if you gave him the same like basement father scenario, he would have gone weird with it. I was trying to avoid the weirdness, but here we are. Anyway, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go.
All right, so this one was more of a funny one that I just wanted your reaction because I know you. After centuries of searching, humanity has finally found other intelligent life. It's not only friendly, but scientifically advanced and eager to share both technology and culture. There's just one problem. The species consists of giant 500-pound arachnids. My first thought to this was, so we leave and we nuke the shit out of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because fuck that.
We take their advancements and use it against them.
Yeah, like pesticide or raid away. But yeah, that was a big nope. That was a huge nope factor
Oh, absolutely.
because you hate spiders.
Yes.
I'm okay with them. Do you have a fight or flight reaction to spiders?
I guess it depends on where I would see them.
Or the size of the spider?
Possibly.
So like tarantula in your car. You're crashing that son of a
I mean,
bitch,
I'm
right?
jumping out as it's fucking driving.
Just remember,
Just tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck
yeah.
and roll.
So, but like a tarantula, just like in your kitchen.
That's probably more of a fight mechanic right there.
All right. By the way, we've talked about the movie Eight-Legged Freaks, right?
Yep.
You hate that movie, right?
Yeah.
Because
One
it's
of
a
my
bad
first
movie, or
scary movies was Arachnophobia.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. See, I don't have any fears, so I don't know what that's like. Because I'm not afraid of. I guess I also don't really have like phobias, but like I don't have arachnophobia. Do you have arachnophobia? Would you say?
I wouldn't say it's really arachnophobia.
You just dislike them.
Yeah.
Okay. See, and with spiders, for me, I see them. I'm like, okay, either I'll let you be or I'll kill you. I don't have a fight or flight necessary, like, or I guess technically I do, but I've often brought it up that there's a third fight or flight method, and that's fright, where you get so scared that you just freeze.
Yep. Yep.
I don't have that, but yeah, with spiders, I just kind of let them be or I kill them. I'm not afraid of them. But yeah, I'm a man with no fears, so I dislike heavily. Like I dislike. I don't. It's not that I don't like heights. I mean, I am a tall man, but I hate the idea of falling and surviving.
Awesome. Let's go bungee jumping.
See, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with bungee jumping, but it's
Skydiving?
like, no, it's more like if
Without a parachute.
Okay, well, yeah, that obviously, because that is just death. Because there's no place you can land where you survive. Except for, I heard recently, have you heard about the man who went skydiving and his parachute was faulty? And he landed in an ant hill. Like fire ant hill, I think it was. It was an anthill of some sort. And the bites from the ants kept him alive because it kept the adrenaline going and it kept his blood pumping enough for him to get saved.
That's when you snap your own neck.
Yeah, that's when you just... you 128 hours just snap your own neck or just chew off. Yeah. But
Oh my god, that sounds like... That's
pain.
horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, the bites kept his adrenaline going, so his heart kept pumping blood.
Crank 3, when you run out of crank.
Those movies are very interesting.
Yes.
Oh, those Crank movies. Thank you, Jason Statham. But anyway, like, the whole falling and surviving thing, it's more of the fact of, like, if, like, looking down from, like stairs when you're, like, on the third floor, and what goes through my head is, if I jump...
Yep. I have that same thought. It's fucking awesome. And terrifying at the same time.
Right? Or like a mall, like if I jump off of this right now, I would probably survive, but I would be definitely messed up. But like on ladders, like I'm cautious on ladders because, you know, you can fall and injure yourself pretty severely if you land wrong. It's like stairs. Like people who, like in movies, roll down stairs, they have, like, stunt people have to do it in a certain way so their necks don't snap or, you know, they don't break a bone. Anyway, I have no fears. I don't fear nothing.
Let's combine your fear of falling on top of a giraffe.
I hate you so much. All right. So do you want my actual prompt or do you want to go next?
You can go with your prompt.
Okay, because that was just a
yeah, I figured so.
Yeah. The hero shows up at the villain's doorstep one night, shivering, bleeding, and scared. There's also a dazed look in their eyes. They were drugged. Looking up at the villain, swaying as they're close to passing out, they mumble, "Didn't know where else to go," and collapse into the villain's arms. Do you have something to roll with this? Because I kind of have something to roll with it.
Well, you go ahead, because this is your first writing prompt.
So, I think it, like, obviously, the villain, like, catches him, and he's like, what the fuck is happening? And he gets, like, one of his lackeys to help with the superhero. I think, essentially, like, obviously, like, this is, like, the main villain to the main superhero.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the superhero and what's the villain? We need to establish that first.
I don't think that matters.
Oh, okay. Okay, how about this? For at least right now, think of like Megamind.
Okay.
Okay? Where like Brad Pitt's superhero character just fell in the arms of Will Ferrell's Megamind. Will Ferrell.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. But do you, though?
Yes.
Will Ferrell?
Riding a fucking giraffe.
Fuck you. We've been friends for almost 3 years now. That's how well we know each other in just that short amount of time of 3 years. That we know how to just piss each other off. All right. So... Will Ferrell catches him. Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry. The villain catches him, gets one of his lackeys to bring him in, and kind of like puts him on the couch, and gets the lackey to mend him back to. And he's just like, "What the fuck is?" But as he's doing it, not only is he trying to save the superhero's life because obviously he's messed up, and he's like, "Is there a deeper threat here than either of us?" But he's also a supervillain, and so he is also taking samples and blood and hair follicles and nail clippings or whatever supervillains do, just in case he could use this to his advantage. Okay, so he's being still a villain while also trying to mend his better half.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I kind of am going towards it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the superhero comes to, and he says what?
I don't know. This is your writing prompt.
Oh, I thought you were gonna help me.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, fuck you. I'm gonna do it by myself. Will Ferrell. Spiders. So Will Ferrell's voiced by a spider, or a spider voiced by Will Ferrell. So he comes to, and the villain is like, "Yo, what's up? What's wrong?" And he's like, I was fighting a kaiju." Is that a racial slur? Like, in the sense of, like, giant monsters?
No.
Oh, okay. So he then is like, I was fighting a kaiju, and the kaiju bitch slapped me across the way, and I collapsed. And as I'm there, a new supervillain, a better one from an alternative dimension, shows up and stabs a needle into his neck and drugs him, right? Then he cuts off a finger. No, cuts off his entire hand. Okay? So the supervillain is missing, or the superhero is missing one of his hands. Okay? I'm going to go left because right is dominant for most.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I'll say, especially since you are left-handed and my mother is left-handed. But it's weird because I shoot left-handed, but I right-handed, and I throw a football right-handed. But I pick my nose with my left. Oh. So anyway, he's like, "Why did he take your left hand?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then it cuts to the superhero or the supervillain in the new dimension, or the supervillain in the current dimension that he is in. God, this is some Rick and Morty shit. Outside of like the Hall of Justice-esque building of where all the like the main superhero team is there, and he places not decapitated is just head, the dismantled.
Dismembered?
Dismembered. What is he, a robot? The dismembered hand on a scanner thing, and it's like, "Oh, welcome, Chief Justice." I don't know.
I'm sorry, is this a superhero, or is this just the Supreme Court justices?
No, it's a superhero. He just is really good at bringing justice.
Okay.
Some would say he's a chief at it. He's achieving it. Shut up, Brad. This is all improv. Okay. Says the man who sucks at it.
Can we please change it from Chief Justice? Because it's going to make me think I'm just Supreme Court. Can you be Master Chief Justice?
Okay, Master Chief Justice Will Ferrell shows up.
Riding a giraffe.
Riding
with a talking fucking
spider. He's riding a giraffe shackled to a badger.
With a ripped knapsack.
With a ripped knapsack that has somebody's father in it, okay? Full circle, you see.
It's like a circle.
It's like a circle. So, anyway, he gets into the Chief Justice, using Chief Justice's hand. He gets into the superhero Chief Building, the Supreme Court Building, the Supreme Court of Superhero Building. Okay. Don't worry. Hey, by the way, the Chief Justice, his alter ego, he's best friends with Ruth Ginsburg.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say that she could be like the Alfred of it, but I didn't think that. I thought that was poor taste, to make her like that, because she's badass. Anyway.
And a woman.
Whoa. Easy, Brad. I don't see gender anymore. The world has not seen.
Have you gone blind?
Yeah. Yeah, actually. I'm like Gene Wilder and Stir Crazy. Or not Stir Crazy. Hold on. That's going to piss me off.
Oh my god. Keep rolling.
Anyway, so he the supervillain gets into the thing.
Yeah.
And is like, sweet, now I'm in. And he starts like collecting all of the other like you know how superheroes collect like artifacts from their past fights, right?
Now we're into sky high territory here.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
With like the trophies of everything they've collected from other things.
They do that all the time though. Like Batman in his Batcave has a giant Joker card and puppets and stuff, and that happens quite often.
Okay. You can make a reference, but I can't. Whatever. All right. Just
no,
keep
you're
going.
making a
Just
reference.
keep going.
You're
Just
making
keep
it sound
going.
like
Just keep going.
that's the only place.
No, but that
happens.
was the first thing that popped in my head.
Yeah, because you're a child.
You're a child.
You're a child.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm sorry,
Bitch.
Oh. It's not Silver Streak. Stir Crazy. I was right.
Oh my god. All that.
Yeah, it's Stir Crazy. No, wait. Maybe it is Silver Streak.
We've derailed.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's See No Evil, Hear No Evil. That's right. That's right. Listen, there are 3 movies, at least,
It's Willy Wonka.
that has Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder in it, okay? Alright. What was I saying? Oh, supervillain. Listen, Brad, focus. Okay?
I'm trying. You need to focus.
No, you need to focus. Okay? This is Best Friends Discuss. We are discussing several different things because we are best friends and we are discussing them. You know what that kind of reminded me of? The news reporter who was like, there was a fire in the Bronx late last night, and late last night there was a fire in the Bronx. Like, just kind of reiterates what they said. Anyway, so the supervillain starts collecting all of the different trophies from past supervillains that the Supreme Courthouse has that they've defeated. So like Roe versus
The first fetus.
I was trying to think of so many like different like verses. Anyway,
Brown versus Board.
yeah. They're all labeled too like that. Anyway, so and then after collecting so many, because he's sending them back to his dimension, his original dimension. Then he goes and hacks the computer and he leaves, right? He just takes off. Go back to the supervillain and the superhero, and he's like, we need to do something. And the supervillain's like, why should I help you? That's pretty much all I have, right? Other than, like, obviously the superhero, supervillain will try to, like, help out while the supervillain's trying to be still a villain. But I'm basically, what I'm thinking is, not only does the new supervillain, the one who dismembered the hand, goes to his dimension where there's the same kind of superheroes, and he breaks into their place also. And then he collects all of the other villains that was part of the, like, trophy room stuff. So you have, like, Magnalite.
Okay.
Listen, he has a flashlight that blinds you for a little bit, but it also does other stuff. Magalite. make. Never mind. Anyway, so he just kind of rounds up a bunch of different villains, and so on and so on,
Okay.
to fight the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court of Heroes.
Gotcha.
Listen, man, that's what I have. I didn't think it was that great, but it's at least something that, because I just read it to you.
So we went, our story, like, if I was going to do it, it started off the same way until you went weird with the Supreme Court justices.
What are you talking about? I didn't go weird with it. I didn't. Oh, dude, Ruth Ginsburg could be, like, the supercomputer.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah. Or Judge Judy. Judge Judy could have been. Hold on. I really want to make a show now where it's like Judge Joe Brown and Judge Judy and Judge Meredith.
We need to add our own writing prompt onto Reddit.
Okay.
And see if people will, like...
I mean, I've added my own writing prompt before.
Have you?
Yeah.
What was your writing prompt?
Well, we'll get to it. I'll
I'm
read
curious.
it. I'll read it.
Okay.
I'll read it.
Okay. All right, Mike. Okay, Mike. All right.
All right. Too much fun. But what was the one you want to add to Reddit?
I think it would be hilarious, because they have a lot of these different ones. They're like, you wake up in a different universe or whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
But in this universe, the Supreme Court justices are all TV personalities. Judge Judy, Judge Joe Brown.
Meredith Shineland or something like that.
Yeah.
The People's Court.
Yeah.
That would be
fucking hilarious.
That would be really interesting. Okay. All right, Brad. Okay, Brad.
Yeah.
I was also thinking that it would be really interesting to have the Supreme Court be WWE personalities. Like, could you imagine Hulk Hogan being, like, chief, like, the main one? And he's like, oh, yeah, brother. Like, you know, like, what? Okay, hold on. Having Undertaker, what's the judge on the Supreme Court? I can't remember his name. That, like, doesn't ask any questions. And it's very often that he does. Like, it was a whole thing, like, it was like, it took him like 10 years to ask one question. Like, he's usually just silent.
I don't know.
Damn it. Can you look it up while I rant? I can't remember the judge's name, but, like, could you imagine, like, Undertaker could be that one. You could have John Cena, who is always opposing, like, everybody else.
Go. Okay.
Macho Man Randy Savage could be on there. Roddy Piper.
You know who has to be on there? Fucking Ric Flair.
I was about to say Ric Flair. Woo! But Ric Flair is also pretty silent until, like, somebody, like, burns somebody in the courtroom, like, oh yeah, that's not what your mother said, Trebek, and then he goes, woo, like that'd be great. Oh, I would love that. I would love to see something like that. It also sounds like a sketch show. Yeah.
Clarence Thomas?
Yeah. Clarence Thomas, where he kind of just like sits back, doesn't really say anything. And he's done it for like 10 years until he asked a question. Like overall, he's like maybe asked like 3 questions, I think, while serving on the Supreme Court. Just saying. I learned that back in high school. It happened back in high school.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. But yeah, could you imagine Undertaker just like leaning forward and just be like, just doesn't say anything because he's the Undertaker. Dude, you could add Big Show on there. Dude, Andre the Giant, how amazing! Nobody would oppose him. Like he would.
Oh
vote.
my God, we could have also one of the most religious ones up there.
Rey Mysterio.
Nope.
Oh.
Steve Austin, 316.
Dude. Are you talking about the Texas rattlesnake? Dude, having Stone Cold Steve Austin. You got Booker T. Dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got a question for you, Brad. Are you big into like WWE?
I was actually back when it was like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock,
Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H, The Rock, Booker T. That time frame was before that. Like I got into wrestling back when it was Hulk Hogan, my favorite, Tomahawk. He was like my absolute favorite
Dude, that
wrestler.
Sounds like a badass name.
But yeah, I probably got like the largest into it when it was, you know, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Animal.
Oh, The Animal.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I feel like pretty much everybody has like a WWE phase kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like,
If they don't, they're lying.
you right, because like my older brother had a WWE phase, and then he got out of it when I entered my WWE phase, and I entered it back when Triple H and I can't remember the guy who was like, who he would always Triple H would always pair up with, because it was him and what was Triple H? Can you look that up for me? Triple H's team. What was it?
That was Triple H, wasn't it?
No, but he was paired up with someone.
I want to say it was freaking. I don't know why I'm screwing this name up. I want to say Bret Michaels, but it's not Bret Michaels.
No, because that's the lead singer of Poison.
Yeah, but there's what is his name? Something Michaels. Pretty sure it's something Michaels.
Triple H team.
Was it Hart?
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, yeah.
What was their team name?
D-Generation X?
I think it was something X.
D-Generation X?
Because they would do this.
I think it's D-Generation X.
I think it was. But anyway, so like I got in when watching Triple H and Shawn Michaels doing tag team stuff, and also John Cena. John Cena was one of my favorites. Rey Mysterio also. Rey Mysterio was my brother's favorite. But anyway, so that's when I got into it. When like John Cena was like the top of his game before he went into acting. I mean, I guess you could argue that he's always acted.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just fun to have all of these like WWE wrestling names like Hulk Hogan and Rey Mysterio and The Animal and Ric Flair and Rowdy Roddy Piper. Like it's fun to have all that. The Undertaker, Big Show, Andre the Giant.
His brother Kane.
Oh, Kane. It's even better that like so many wrestlers have like different personas, like because I'm pretty sure Kane has like 7 different personas, and I think Undertaker does too. But anyway, how would you have the story go for yourself for the prompt that we talked about, since we went on a tangent?
So it'd start off basically the same way, right?
Uh-huh.
So he basically gets him into his place.
Uh-huh.
And he puts him into a like chamber to kind of start to heal him, right?
Okay.
But then he starts looking in to see who's going on. He puts out his feelers. His villain feelers to figure out who else is out there. And he figures out it's another supervillain that wants to take his place as top villain. And he can't let that happen.
Okay.
So instead, he actually kills the hero by absorbing all of his powers in that.
Ooh. By the way, I hope you know, I'm still picturing Megamind scenario. So I'm just picturing Megamind absorbing Brad Pitt's character's powers. I hope you know that's how my mind is going.
And then going out to find the supervillain and figuring out a way to kill him, which in turn starts to turn him into the hero.
Okay. I like that. That, story-wise, is way better than what I said, but it just doesn't have... It has
the Supreme Court justices?
It has very less justice. So what you're saying is Chief Justice gets absorbed into the supervillain.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so then it would become Master Chief Justice Megamind.
Oh, I was going to say male patriarchy. Because that's always the villain, am I right? Hey-oh. I don't know what jokes I'm making right now. I'm going to stop talking. So, all right, you have a prompt? Or do you want me to bring up the prompt I wrote? Or do you want that to be the ending? Maybe other people can write off of the prompt I suggested on Reddit, which I'm up to like 13 likes on.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, but only one person actually commented.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, I should redo it.
Now, this was one that we could literally have a lot of fun with.
Okay.
I know we could.
Okay. All right, Brad. Okay.
When you die, you unlock free play mode, and you encounter a character select screen. You can replay your life as anyone you met in your previous one.
Too much fun. Okay. So then, who would you play as?
I think I'd take multiple turns.
Okay.
You know one of the first people I would take over?
Who?
Fucking Gage.
Why? Gage
Why?
lives a boring life. I would say I have more of an interesting life. You know what? Maybe I'm just sour that you picked Gage over me. The bombs I've diffused through my lifetime, the people I've had to deal with. Oh boy. You know what? That's fair. You probably don't want it.
Have you met anybody like famous also in your life?
Am I not famous?
No. Not yet.
All right. Well, you know what? That still hurts. Yeah, I've been to Comic-Cons. I got to meet Weird Al Yankovic. I've met him a couple of times. He's a delight. Tom Kenny. I got to meet Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob. He was awesome. He was a super sweet dude. I almost met Norman Reedus.
Okay.
Daryl from The Walking Dead. I almost met him. Have I ever told you this story? I know I've told you this story, but the audience probably doesn't know the story. I went to Comic-Con and I mainly went because of Norman Reedus, because I really liked him as Daryl. I liked him in Boondock Saints and stuff, and so I really wanted to meet him. So we go to Utah, where he was going to be, Salt Lake City, Utah, and the night before Comic-Con actually started, on Facebook, it was announced that he wasn't going to be there. And so I got my ticket basically refunded, or I got to pick something else. But it just kind of sucked that the day before he canceled, and it was like at 9 at night, so we were literally about to go to bed, and we saw the news and we were like, that sucks. And then the next day, I was also supposed to meet Tom Kenny, and so we lined up to go do our like own personal like photo shoot pictures with Tom Kenny. And so I'm in line, and they take us to the back area where they've been taking the pictures, and all of a sudden a guy comes out and goes, hey, so this is canceled, you're gonna have to move it, reschedule it, whatever. Tom Kenny isn't here, we don't know where he is. And we were like, oh man, that sucks. And so I let my aunt and uncle know, the people I went with, and they were like, wow, you are just having the worst luck. I was like, yeah, I'll say. Got to meet Tom Kenny the next day, and I asked him about it, and he goes, I was in LA. I wasn't supposed to be here. I don't know why they scheduled me for it. I wasn't supposed I was in another state. I was like, wow, okay. So it sounds like not your fault, which I wasn't blaming him anyway, because super nice guy. And so, yeah, I got to meet Tom Kenny, rescheduled my photo with him. Super cool dude. And then my aunt and uncle had the joke because we got our picture with Jeremy Renner. They were like, hey, we're gonna go first just in case your bad juju rubs off, and like he like sprains his ankle taking a picture or something. Like we're gonna take our picture first just so your bad luck doesn't affect our picture. And I was like, okay, sounds good. And then I got my separate picture with Jeremy Renner. So I met Jeremy Renner, Weird Al Yankovic. I met a lot of famous people, but only for like a little moment. So,
but I think that counts. I think that would count on here. You met him.
So what you're saying is I could be Jeremy Renner.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to be Jeremy Renner.
I've met Hulk Hogan.
You could be everyone's brother. That would be great. So you're saying because of the prompt, and you could choose anybody you've met in your lifetime.
Yeah.
So you by the way, you picked Gage over Hulk Hogan?
No, I was just thinking like immediate people like I know.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, I would do multiple ones.
Hold on. Now,
I have also met a few senators. That would be freaking awesome.
Now I'm even more pissed that your first thought was immediate people, and then you went Gage and not me. That pisses me off. But it's fair.
We're the same person, though.
Yeah, but I've lived... Like, you don't want to experience my Jake story or my story of how I got a girl's phone number at Hastings. Like, you don't want to experience those
Some of those
stories.
would be nice, but then I'd also have to experience karma.
That's a long pause. All right, fine. Okay, Brad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I upset you.
You know what? In all fairness, I probably wouldn't pick you either.
I don't blame you.
There you go. Okay. I just over Gage though. Like Gage wouldn't be my first thought. I don't think. But then again, you know what would be interesting? Picking a past like relationship, like picking karma. That would be interesting. See all the like scummy shit she did behind my back. Oh, that would be fantastic. To actually know if she cheated on me or not. To answer the fans' questions, karma is a bitch. Hey-oh. So, but yeah, You would need to pick somebody pretty significant though in your life to like see the other side of stories, or to see, because like we've worked retail. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't pick a customer, would you?
God, no.
Just to know like how they live.
No.
Yeah.
That'd just be like randomly picking anybody you've met off the freaking street.
I mean, here's the thing. You could.
But why?
Why not? You could simply just like be like, you know, you get a bitchy customer, right? You could be like, why? What made them so bitchy? And then you could start, like you could go live their life and just be like, oh, that's why Karen is so bitchy. Not you, Karen, not you, Karen. Okay, the other Karen. You know what? Never mind. Not you though. Keep filing that paperwork. Thank you. Tax season is coming up. Thank you. Karen, enough. Okay? 5 minutes. Yeah, go ahead and take your smoke break. Thanks, Karen. God, we need to do something new about Karen. We need a new name for when we reference like actual Karens. We need to reference. We need new ones. Like,
hey man, help's hard to find these days.
Like,
in age.
like what about Darcy? Is a Darcy a better one to use for people like Karens? I just like, can we say like, hey, that looks like a Karen haircut? Like, we could say that looks like
That's a Darcy haircut.
That's a Darcy haircut. I don't know. We should workshop it. Any Darcys out there? Let us know. Spencer's on his way. Okay. So, anyway, I think it would be fun. Like, I told you about the customer I had back at my first job, Family Dollar, where he came in. He was, I wouldn't say white trash, but he was very oddball-like, where he came in and he was like, dude, I got a tattoo. I was like, what kind of tattoo did you get? And he goes, I got a tattoo right here by my junk. I was like, oh, okay. Like, it was like right above, like below stomach, above penis kind of thing. And he goes, I got a tattoo. My wife is going to be pissed. And I would go, okay. What is it? And he goes, here. And he kind of like shows me the tattoo, and it says something like, lick it or something like that. I was like, great. Good job. Yeah.
I thought his wife was going to hate it because it was like his girlfriend's name.
Megan. But yeah, it just, like I would love to see different perspectives of like that guy. Like what happens when he shows the tattoo to his wife? Is she now the ex-wife? or was she like, oh, that's funny kind of thing? So yeah, pick it. Or Crazy Wayne. I've told you about Crazy Wayne, have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, Crazy Wayne is great. Like, I would love to see the perspective of life through Crazy Wayne's eyes. Crazy Wayne was another customer I had in my first job where he... Oh, God. Hold on. I still do an impression of him. He would start a conversation with you about whatever, and then he would find his own out of the conversation by going, You have a good one. That's what he would do. He would point at you, shake his hand like he just got off of smack like 5 hours ago, and he would go, you have a good one, and he would just leave. But then he would like think of another conversation or forget that like he started a conversation with you and come back and just be like, you know what else? And I'm just like, what, Wayne? But like, he was talking to me about like how Albertsons, a grocery store we have, the reason they don't have clocks in the Albertsons is for people to not know what time it is. But then he related to that Albertsons is part of the drug cartel, and that's why they don't have clocks. And I'm just like, Uh-huh. Right, Wayne. All right. But he would just, that job was a lot of fun. That job, my first job had the most crazy customers ever that I had to deal with. While Hastings probably had some of the best customers I've ever had to deal with. I mean, one of them gave me their phone number. Hey-oh. Didn't get a second date. All right. But yeah, anyway, we kind of went, this was supposed to be a writing prompt thing, and we've went on several different tangents on WWE, people, Supreme Court, people named Darcy. Hey, people named Darcy, you know who I'm talking about. Hey, you're more than welcome on the podcast.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. And your anonymity will be more than plenty on this podcast because we'll just call you Darcy.
Yes. Just give Karen a call.
Yeah.
We'll set it up.
Yeah. Text us. Call us. I was going to go into something else. I was going to go into the Kim Possible theme song where it's like, need me, reach me. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I don't remember the theme song. Anyway. My turn? Or your turn? Was there anything... Hey, hi, Brad. How's it going? Was there anything else you want to talk about that prompt?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think somebody wrote this about us, by the way. Just read this one, because I feel like it's us.
The omnipotent God one? All right. You should say that one. We should do one for that one. But so the whole aspect of the after you die you get free play mode kind of thing, right? Let me ask you this question, Brad. May I call you Brad?
You may.
Oh, thank you. Boo Riley, if you were given the opportunity after you passed away to relive your life, would you do it? Like from the time you were birthed, with the knowledge you have had previously.
Absolutely. That is the change right there.
And events will essentially move throughout, like how it would have gone. Your story would have gone, right? But you can then change. Would you do it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Anything
that foreknowledge of things to come would come in so handy.
Yeah. I mean, obviously between like interactions plus like playing stock market, like you could have invested in Google and Amazon and Bitcoin before
when it's like $2.
Yeah.
And then sell out when it's like freaking $15,000.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So you would?
Oh, absolutely.
What about not having the previous knowledge? Would you do it again? But you could like be like maybe how about this? You get like a deja vu moment anytime you come into like a split decision thing. Like if say last week if I was like McDonald's or Jack in the Box and you were like McDonald's, I'm like, okay, let's go get McDonald's. Then you relive your life and that same moment happens and I go McDonald's or Jack in the Box. You kind of get like a deja vu moment and you kind of just go, you know what? Let's see where Jack in the Box takes us. Or you can still be like, you know what? I feel like I would really like that hamburger from McDonald's. Let's go with McDonald's.
I feel like that is the worst deja vu moment you could have picked.
Okay, motherfucker, how about this? Hey, Brad, you want to start a podcast? Then you have a deja vu moment of all these episodes we've been recording. You could be like, nah. There you go, motherfucker.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. So would you do that?
So that one's harder. I mean, if that's my... if it's the only choice, yeah, sure, why not?
To relive your life, but also you may have deja vu moments. Yeah. Okay. What happens when you have a deja vu moment? What happens if it's you living your second life? Fucking... My mind just blew up. Holy moly. I've had a lot of sugar today. And by sugar, I mean
cocaine?
No.
Black tar heroin?
Hey-o. All right. We've digressed. Blue.
I can't see that color.
That's okay. All right. Another writing prompt. We should get this going again. Wait, it's your turn.
It's your turn.
No, it's my turn. There's a parallel universe where people age non-linearly.
Linearly?
Let me take that again. There's a parallel universe where people age non-linearly. Linearly.
Not the same.
Not in a straight line. It's a circle. It's more zigzagged. There's a parallel universe where people age non-linearly, and every day you have no idea how old you'll wake up. So sometimes you have to call into work like, sorry, I can't make it. Today, I'm 7.
Boy, oh boy. Could you imagine the days when you wake up as a baby?
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to call into work? You can't.
Yeah. You just have to just like...
Wait, hold on. Does this mean somebody's born as an old man?
It wasn't that a Fringe episode? Like,
yes,
in
it was.
season 1?
Yes,
where, like,
it was.
A woman birthed... like, she went into the hospital... We can't copyright that music. Oh, by the way, this could get cut. I found a place where we could use music.
Nice.
For free.
Nice.
Anyway, was that an alarm or?
Yeah.
Oh, why do you have an alarm set for 3:10? Oh, never mind. Pick up your kids.
Yeah.
Alarm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a father in a knapsack. But anyway, the Fringe episode, like, she went into the hospital because the baby, like, she was like, what, 3 months pregnant, and like the baby was coming.
It grew within actually hours.
Right. And so the baby was then born, except for at the time it was 3. And then but before it got to the door frame of the exit of the...
It was an old man and died of old age.
Old age, yeah. That's crazy.
Freaking love that show.
But yeah, wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh.
Or crazy to I'm 24 now. I could go to bed and wake up 18 again.
That would make life so difficult, though.
It would. Really would. But then again, here's my solution, and it kind of reminds me of Mind of Mencia. Carlos Mencia had a bit where he had a phone that he was like, "Oh, here's a phone for Compton, like when you live in Compton," and it just had 2 buttons that said 9 and 1, and he goes, "You're probably asking yourself, why isn't there an extra 1?" And I just want to say, Carlos Mencia, he's so good. I wonder what he's doing now, because I haven't heard from him since 03.
Yeah, it's been forever.
Maybe 04, something like that. But anyway, but yeah, I feel like technology would just have to advance with the whole aging non-linearly.
Yes, that word.
But I feel like there would be a button you can push on a landline saying "Hey, I'm underage now."
So it's every day you wake up. does that mean you can hold off by staying awake?
Ooh. That's interesting. Yes. Or if it like the time ticks over and you're still awake and you just like werewolf morph into, something else.
To an old man or something.
Your legs grow longer. What happens if like I'm a pretty tall guy. What happens if like you age, like me going from 24 to 7, but your height doesn't change and you look just like a 7-year-old you, but tall?
That would be terrifying looking.
It would be really terrifying. It would be like Guardians villain.
The baby face guy.
Yeah. You got Vin Diesel's baby face with Dwayne The Rock Johnson's body. Yeah, dude, that would be terrifying. But yeah, I just thought that was an interesting premise of the whole like changing. Granted, that was another like funny one I wanted to just bring up because I love the idea.
Some of these aren't really like I couldn't see like that one's more of like a discussion thing than I could see than a writing prompt.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was kind of like the arachnid thing. I just kind of like the idea of like what happens. Like, I mean, even if it wasn't like a day, it could be like once a month, kind of thing. But yeah, I just kind of like the idea of it. So, did you have another one? Because I have a more serious one.
I mean, I didn't. There was one that just, it made me go, oh. Like, it made me feel bad for myself.
That's not hard to do. Classic comedy.
Yeah.
Too much fun.
You wake up one day and realize you can now see colors. Oh. Nobody has ever seen. No one believes you except this group who all have the same ability.
For you, it's just average colors. By the way, I want to stop recording this just so we can do. I want you to do the test of like what eye color, like if you were to get glasses to correct your color vision, what kind of glasses do you need? It's been an idea I've always wanted to do with you.
You're saying you just need to know what color blindness I have?
No. Like there's a test to see like what colors. Yeah, I guess.
And I know that.
No, I know you know that, but I want to see how bad it gets. But anyway,
you want me to get those glasses? What you're saying?
So your prompt? No, I don't. I'm not saying you should get those glasses, but I've seen a lot of videos, like heartfelt videos of like people getting them for like Christmas, or like there's a teacher that gets them, and there was one where like this dad gets them for his birthday or something, and he's like I'm not gonna cry like everyone else, and he puts them on, and he absolutely cries because he just sees color.
He's a little bitch.
Yeah, I feel like you would, like, we wouldn't be famous on YouTube for posting a video of you getting glasses because you'd be like, yeah,
or we would.
What of it?
Or we would, because I'd put them on and go,
Mike,
what the fuck are you saying? This is what yellow is? Go fuck yourself.
Mike, you're black. And I go, I know. but yeah. Anyway, your writing prompt kind of reminds me of They Live. Like it would. I feel like it would have one of those like They Live moments of like obey or watch TV kind of thing. Like that would be cool to like see, like you just see like writings on the wall of like messages and stuff. Like what would be even crazier if you had them in like your house. Just saying, it would be weird. But also, wouldn't it be weird if it was like maybe you just had like an ultraviolet vision, and so you just saw like you could see like blood marks and stuff like that. It's like that episode of The Office where they turn off the lights in their hotel room and they turn on the black light because they were gonna have a party, and they just look at the bed and they're like, Michael Scott's like, "What is that?" And Dwight goes, "Could be blood, semen, or urine," and he goes, "God, I hope it's blood." So, yeah, that would be crazy. I would. Oh boy, could you imagine? They Live. Oh, that is a movie I equally don't want remade, but also equally want remade. You know what would be even better? I wouldn't say better, but you know what would be interesting if they remade They Live, and they brought in Rowdy Roddy Rousey. Or Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Yeah. Right? Isn't that technically her name now? Because she took the mantle of Rowdy Roddy Piper. So it's Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Oh, Piper? Roundy Roddy. Right.
Okay. Anyways.
Anyway. But she is now Rowdy Roddy Piper's character in it. That would be kind of interesting.
Yeah,
that would be. I mean, it would be interesting. I don't know if it would be good, but it would be interesting. All right. Next prompt, and then we can end it.
Yeah.
Okay. The hero shows up. No, I'm kidding. This is an emergency alert. I'll take that again.
Yes.
This is an emergency alert. Barricade all entries to your house. Do not go outside after sundown. Restrict contact with others. Do not go underground during daytime. Keep the lights on at all times. They hide in the dark. Military aid is unavailable. Good luck. Have you ever seen...
So, I feel
Go
like...
ahead.
Wow.
Okay. Go for it. Anytime now.
And that's it for our podcast today. Because I'm going to fucking kill Mike with a giraffe.
Will Ferrell. Tarantulas.
Thanksgiving.
You bastard. What were you going to say, though?
Oh, it sounds like this could be like a sequel to Quiet Place.
Okay.
But Bright Place, because they have to keep it bright. They can't go underground. So it's like they go out only during the day, and then at night they have to have generators for a shit ton of light because they survive only during the dark.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of has also the premise. It's like Quiet Place plus I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Because those monsters get burned in the sun. But that was just lack of being out in daylight.
Yeah, that was like stage 5 coronavirus.
Wow. Have you seen pictures on Facebook where it's like how to beat the coronavirus, and it's like Campbell's chicken noodle soup?
Yeah.
Or saltine crackers.
Yeah, there's the meme. It was like
the flex
America's seeing like coronavirus and is like coming out of the tube, and then it's got the flex tape guy and he slaps it over, and it's like Campbell's chicken noodle soup and Sprite.
Yeah.
They got that wrong. It was 7-Up.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 7-Up.
Or Canada Dry ginger ale. What?
No.
What do you... Listen. I agree. First of all, I agree. It's 7-Up. But as a person who has not had soda for over 5 years now.
Okay. Well, just because you're wrong.
Listen, man, it's ginger ale.
You don't? No. Nobody drinks ginger ale.
People drink ginger ale. Where my ginger ale drinker? Listen, I don't care because I don't drink ginger ale. Ginger ale is garbage.
It is garbage. See? Thank you.
I'm just saying, Canada Dry. When you have an upset stomach, it's 7-Up, Sprite, or Canada Dry, or any kind of ginger ale. It doesn't have to be Canada Dry. I just know that brand name. I'm sorry. But anyway, have you ever seen the movie Darkness Falls?
It sounds super familiar.
Do you like horror movies?
I like them. I just don't go out of my way and watch a whole lot of them.
So Darkness Falls
Sounds super familiar.
is about a witch that gets burnt alive, and she comes back even more powerful, except for her weakness is light.
Okay.
Lights of any kind. And so she keeps in the darkness. That movie I watched when I was little, and it fucked me up when I was little. That and the original It, Pennywise, with Tim Curry. That also messed me up when I was little. But there's a scene where like the witch is like in this house and is like killing people, except for one person who woke up in the middle of the night and went to the bathroom and went potty. But then the person started hearing a bunch of stuff, and so they hid in the bathroom. And so there's a cool shot of the camera outside of the bathroom with the light shining outwards, and you see the door frame, and you see into the bathroom, and you see above the door frame little like witch lawn fingers just like hovering over, like waiting for like if the kid came out. Oh, it's such a cool shot. But there's also a scene where they're like in a hospital or a mental ward or something like that, and the lights go out, except for down this hallway there's their emergency lights, but they're only covering up a small like circle, but it's all down the hallway, so you have to jump into the darkness in order to make it to the other lights. So they're like playing hopscotch between the other ones, but the witch like comes down and like snags
as they're jumping.
They're jumping. That movie messed me up. I actually do enjoy that movie. It's better than like Blair Witch Project, but it doesn't get that much hype for like a witch movie. But anyway, I feel like we didn't really go into a lot of writing prompts this time around.
No, not a whole. I mean, we talked about some.
I meant to, if you want, we could read this one. It's kind of long, but I kind of am interested in how it ends because the last line has me intrigued. I may just read it to myself later, but it says, "As I stared, the power flickered out again. I guess I was about to find out."
Ooh. If nothing else, we could save that, since we are hitting decent amount of time for this one.
Yeah. I guess you could. I mean, we still discuss writing prompts, but maybe writing prompts shit around. Do you want to know the thing I posted?
Yes.
Okay. I texted this to you, by the way. But my writing prompt that I submitted 2 months ago, by the way. Your job is to make the future. You were at one point 20 years ahead of schedule, so you decide to take a vacation. You procrastinated so much, 19 years and 360 days later, you have 5 days to continue building the future. But you're like in a panic mode. So like if it's like how people kid of how like centipedes or millipedes were made. Like, hey, we have like 100 legs left over, and Jesus or God is like, just throw it on one animal.
Yeah.
Or, not that animal though. Shut up, Omega. Or like how like a platypus is made. It's just like
we have these leftover parts. What do we do with them? Here.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. It was just a fun thing of like I kind of like to picture of like you are scrambling, the person who like basically how it like if the future is specifically set in a way like events happen like say like like a bus crashing and killing 36 people like that, like a person made that, like that was no matter what gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be interesting if you had 5 days to like do that. Like maybe the person who is behind the scenes making the future has to keep like a quota, like hey, population has like, hey, new month population has to be this. What do you do to make it so, like, say there's X amount of people in the world, we need to get it down to a new number. You have to kill this amount of people in a month. How would you go about it? I think it would be interesting to like, hey, so how about a bus crash and like a train crash and also coronavirus, stuff like that. I just thought it would be interesting having somebody be like, oh shit, and like scramble to make stuff happen of like, okay, if I had 36 people die on a bus crash, but I have 40 people born, that's a 4 people difference. That works out for my numbers, or like certain events need to happen, like a new world war has to start, or this celebrity needs to die, or this scandal has to happen, kind of thing. So I just thought it would be interesting of how it goes. And like I said, I only had one person comment on it. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Do you want me to read what the guy said? Because there's like 20 minutes we can cut out of this probably.
No, there's not.
10 minutes.
No.
5. There's a lot of silences, but
it does not amount to as much as we usually think.
That's fair. So a person commented, and then John says, "No, that's my wife," and he mentally pats himself on the back. I put my pen down onto my dark wooden desk and sighed. I was in a dimly lit room with ornate lamps fixed to the wall, one of which flickered on and off and was quite annoying. The room seemed longer than it should have been, as if something had been there before, but now it's only contained by my desk and some shelves. The floor was checkered with black and purple squared and looked like a slightly aggressive chessboard. That will do it for, 19 years? I was speaking to myself. My boss always says, I didn't create these humans for you to not give them any material. And so I do. I spoil them with exact details on their every move so that they never have to make any decisions like they did before I was hired. But I was hired 20 years in advance to give them to work. Or give me time to work. That was a whole other sentence. 20 years is plenty near. That's what my boss says, but I disagreed. That was a mistake. Soon I found myself in heaven, in hell, and I even had a brief stay in purgatory. My vacation was going wonderfully. I met some handsome devils in hell, some sweet angels in heaven, and some lawyer whose life I wrote who kept asking me for cocaine in purgatory. I stayed in each place just a very short time, maybe 2 to 5 years, but it was enough. I was so distracted that I simply forgot that I had a job. It finally hit me. On December 25th, 2011, I immediately took a first-class private rainbow to my office in a small village just south of heaven, where all the immortal beings live. 5 days. 5 days was all the time I had to write a future. I wrote as fast as I could, getting frustrated that I couldn't break the speed of light. I had almost half of the year done when suddenly, just before I could finish writing, then the planet is destroyed. I heard the clock strike 2012, the bell sounding 2012 times. I was too late. I crossed out that last sentence and handed my work in, and that's how the world almost ended in 2012. The end. I really like that ending, how he wrapped it into the whole Mayan calendar of, so yeah. I had a lot of fun on this one, even though we pretty much just bullshitted around. But I like these free-form podcasts because we're podcasters. But
Almost professional, some would say.
Some would not probably say though. But
well, they're wrong.
Yeah, they're wrong. But yeah, I've been Mike the Texas Rattlesnake, and with my co-host Brad. Rowdy Roddy Brad Piper Perry, the platypus of Salem High School. You know what? Hey, you know what? We should end this with another improv thing. Okay? You start the sentence off first.
Bye. No.
Yes.
Why?
Because.
Okay.
That's 2 words, Brad. You fucked up.
It's 1 word. O-K-A-Y. Okay.
Oh. No, I thought you said oh. Okay. I messed up. But doesn't matter.